Hi everyone, this is Girish here, and in this presentation, I will talk about AI project workflow in Smart Street. So let's get started. This is part one of AI project workflow. Let's look at the agenda. We'll talk about AI project in Smart Street. What is AI in data science? What about cloud computing? What about blockchain? And then look at next steps. AI project in Smart Street. Smart Street AI team is involved in executing meaningful AI projects on ESG criteria. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. Projects with focus on circular economy area into waste, water, and energy management process workflow, using AI, data science, cloud computing, and blockchain technology. Let's look at ESG criteria for a business. ESG criteria has three pillars: environmental, social, and governance. Environmental criteria involves how a business makes an effort to reduce waste generation, reuse and recycle e-waste, monitor water usage, reduce energy consumption, lower greenhouse gas emission, reduce pollution, and prevent deforestation in its operational function. Social criteria involves how a business manages relationship with its employee, supplier, customer, and the community where it operates with health and safety standards, promoting inclusion policy. Governance criteria involves how a business handles company's audit, tax compliance, protects shareholders' rights, promote diversity, enforce anti-corruption measures, and ethical practice. What about circular economy? A circular economy is a model of production, distribution, and consumption, which revolves around reuse and recycle of existing materials, including refurbish and repair of products as long as possible. And so clean tech, which is short form for clean technology, can play a vital role in helping business seamlessly move towards circular economy and ESG criteria. So what is clean tech? Clean tech is any process, product, or service that can help business and community with ESG criteria and circular economy area, which is driven via AI, data science, cloud computing, and blockchain technology. Let's look at all of them, starting with AI. What is AI? AI stands for artificial intelligence, and it is the overall umbrella which covers ML, which stands for machine learning, and DL, which stands for deep learning. AI is the ability for computer to act and think like human using ML and DL. ML can make computer to learn and adapt from data to make prediction using algorithms and statistical model. DL is subset of ML, which can make prediction using neural network. So let's look at artificial intelligence category, which are narrow intelligence, general intelligence, and super intelligence. Artificial narrow intelligence is single task oriented. It is trained on specific task. It is specific to domain, and it fully exists now. Artificial general intelligence is smart as human, ability to generalize, can work across domain, does not fully exist yet. Artificial super intelligence will be smarter than human. It will have ability to self-learn. It can think and make decisions on its own, but does not exist yet. Machine learning has mainly three types of learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning deals with labeled data, and it is task-driven learning. It solves regression and classification problem. Unsupervised learning deals with unlabeled data, and it is data-driven learning, and it solves clustering and association problem. Reinforcement learning deals with feedback data, basically trial and error, and it is experience-driven learning, and it is applied in robotics and gaming AI. Deep learning has various forms, but the three most commonly used are artificial neural network, convolutional neural network, and recurrent neural network. Artificial neural network solves regression, classification, clustering problems, along with some image classification and text classification. But convolutional neural network is meant for computer vision, image classification, object detection, image recognition, and anomaly detection. Recurrent neural network deals with natural language processing, commonly known as NLP, and it solves the problem of text classification, language translation, speech recognition, and also applies in chatbot. What about data science? Data science forms the base and covers artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Data science ecosystem combines mathematics, statistics, business domain knowledge, and computer science IT. Mathematics statistics involves or includes linear algebra, calculus, descriptive statistics, inferential statistics, and many areas of mathematics and statistics. Business domain knowledge deals with business understanding, data domain familiarity, data storytelling. Computer science IT, requires knowledge of programming language, ML algorithms, and tools and framework. Basically, data science is a process that enhances business decision making through analytics and machine learning model using collection of big data, which is large in volume and generated with high velocity and has variety of format. So let's look at data format type. Data format type is essentially classified into three types: structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Structured data is highly organized and it comes in table, fixed format, or text-based file, CSV, spreadsheet. Unstructured data is not so much organized and it's all image, audio, video files, text PDF document, email, social media content. Semi-structured data is loosely organized and it is XML, JSON format, or server logs and sensor output. Let's look at data analytics, which involves descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics helps business to extract insights from data and get answer to what has happened. Diagnostic analytics helps the business in solving critical challenges by answering if something has happened, then why did it happen, and the root cause behind that. Predictive analytics is all about forecasting. It helps businesses utilize the insights driven from descriptive and diagnostic analytics to predict what will happen next by leveraging statistical and machine learning models. Prescriptive analytics advises business on all possible outcomes by answering what should be done. And based on business problem context, AI and data science enables creation of machine learning model as applicable to solve that type of problem. So regression and classification problems falls under supervised learning model, and clustering falls under unsupervised learning model. So here are a few examples of business problem which machine learning model can solve. So for regression, sales forecasting prediction, so target sales, is a volume quantity, like for air quality pollution prediction, you have pollution, air quality index, water usage, usage number of units, things like that. So for classification, you have customer churn, yes, no, disease, positive, negative, like if the COVID is positive or not positive, negative, whether it's sunny, rainy, weather prediction. And then you have clustering, which is customer segmentation, basically, based on purchase behavior, customer journey, engagement level, a credit card fraud or insurance fraud, basically medical diagnostics, movie recommendation, relevant product recommendation while buying online, book, cloth, grocery items. So things like that, right? And here are a few examples of various machine learning algorithms which can be used for regression, classification, and clustering problem. Linear regression is dedicated for regression problem. Logistic regression is dedicated for classification problem. Decision tree, random forest, and KNN can be used for both regression and classification problem. K-means and DB-scan are used for clustering problem. And there are many more ML algorithms. These are some of the common ones which I have listed here. What about cloud computing? Cloud computing is defined as the use of hosted services such as network storage, compute, service, and application over the internet. Cloud computing has mainly three types of service, right? Infrastructure as a service. Basically, it is managed by the service provider, but application and platform managed by user. PaaS, which is known as platform as a service, infrastructure and platform managed by service provider. Application is managed by user. SaaS, software as a service, fully managed by service provider. Application is accessed by user. And then cloud computing has mainly three types of deployment model or deployment type. Private cloud, which is internally hosted on-premise, hybrid cloud, internally hosted with option to shift workload over internet, and public cloud, which is hosted over internet. What about blockchain? Blockchain is decentralized network with distributed ledger and using peer-to-peer transaction, which is secured via cryptographic algorithms and uses consensus mechanism. Blockchain is network of server computer called node, having same history of transactions, and it collects information in data structure known as block. Each transaction can only be added to blockchain once majority of miners provide consensus as part of verification process to confirm the authenticity of the data. So there are various blockchain application type which can be categorized into digital currency, record keeping, securities exchange, and smart contracts. Digital currency used for payments, lending, e-commerce. Cryptocurrency is the best example. Record keeping to capture ownership, voting, intellectual property, securities exchange area in equity, debt, crowdfunding, and smart contracts used for notarization, trustees, digital rights, where NFT is the best example. To summarize, AI project workflow in Smart Street revolves around executing AI projects in ESG and circular economy with clean tech. Next steps, the collaboration. Feel free to connect with me. Please connect with Smart Street AI team to learn more and be part of meaningful AI projects on ESG criteria and circular economy using AI, data science, cloud computing, and blockchain technology. Collaborate with us if you are a data analyst, data scientist, data leader, student, fresher, freelancer, or a startup. Collaborate with us if you would like to be a sponsor, partner, or investor. Thank you for watching this and looking forward to collaborate on exciting and meaningful AI projects. Thanks again and have a nice day. Bye.